Hello my foodie friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to speak to you about a holiday brush being brought to us by Rephr. For the first time, Rephr is presenting to us a Saibikoho brush. The brushes previously sold by Rephr are Saibikoho, which is a grade lower than Saibikoho. I shall link my previous video whereby I had spoken about the different grades of goat hair. So please feel free to take a look. So Rephr presented to us its first Saibikoho brush, which was released on 17th of October. After a few hiccups, I finally received the brush yesterday. And it was a very complicated situation whereby I had wished that the brush had been provided previously so that I could have reviewed it prior to its release. But having said that, Rephr made things correct and right, and I thank Rephr for sending me this brush. So this brush comes in a wooden Polonia box with the characters, the Japanese characters, and the word Rephr here, the sticker Komano. And inside the box, we have the presentation, the brush sitting on a bed of, I would call them little seaweeds. And we have a black washi paper here. The idea of Rephr was that to celebrate the 1,000, upon reaching the 100,000 reviews, it is a way of saying thank you and giving back to the community. So this Saibikoho brush comes in a matte black ferrule, matte black handle, with a sakura, pink sakura design. It has been said that the design is makie, and I am quoting this from Rephr. We can see a thin thread of golden branch, which is very delicately printed on the handle. If we turn it sideways, there's the word Japan. Japan, and Rephr at the back. The length of the hair I had measured with a caliper is 37.89 millimeters, and the ferrule is a press ferrule with 21.12 millimeters. If we turn it sideways, we can see how much it has been pinched, and immediately the first brush that I had in mind was Sonyoji's Yakasugi set that came out in December 2021. Her holiday set came with an eye brush, which was Blue Squirrel. The Rephr has a pinched ferrule, whereas the Sonyoji has a round ferrule. The ferrule is a glossy black ferrule. The shape of the brush is candle-like, and upon closer inspection of the hair, I noticed that there was a color difference in that the Rephr had a more creamish the color was more creamish than the Sonia G. The Sonia G tended to be more on the whiter end. The Rephr has a more wavy hair in comparison to the Sonia G, which seems to be straighter. The Sonia G Saibikoho brush has a length of 33 millimeters with a 15 millimeter rounded ferrule. So the hair length on the Rephr is approximately 4.89 millimeters longer. And we can see the difference in the hair because how it splays out. The hair length, the brush shape, all makes a difference. I initially was not going to purchase the Rephr brush, but I am happy to have it in my collection, and I have to thank Rephr for it and for sending me the brush. They also sent me the eye brushes in the mini and the maxi, so I will be having a review in the very near future. As I filmed the video, the Rephr website still carries the brush, but I am not sure for how long. So my apologies if it is sold out by the time that my video is up. But Rephr has confirmed that they are intending to try at least to restock, to replenish the stock. The brush from Rephr is a single brush. It's being sold at $88 in comparison to the Sonia G, which was $245. In my humble opinion, the Rephr brush is value for money, because when we look at contemporary, modern day Saibikoho brush, the hair is rather rare, and law of supply and demand, it is no doubt that it is on the pricier end. So for comparison's sake, I thought it would be fun to have a look at Koyomo, because we know that Koyomo, they have a line of goat. They have other hair types as well, but the goat are actually vintage goat hair. So let us start by the Nadeshiko pearl handle. If you don't mind the short handle, it is a rather small but very beautiful little brush, especially for traveling. So for those who do not mind the short handle, this is a perfect brush for traveling around. And when I looked at the color of the hair, I can safely say that the Rephr Saibikoho is almost matching the color of the vintage Koyomo. The Nadeshiko pink handle, the goat hair is Sokoho, but because that it is vintage hair, it is very, very plush, very soft, very exquisite, very cloudy, and we can see by its movements. Obviously, this is a round ferrule compared to the ferrule that is a Rephr, which is a pressed, pinched ferrule. So the round ferrule will obviously have more movement compared to the Rephr that will have a more limited movement. It will not splay out as much as the rounded ferrule. And I also took out the walnut. The walnut from the Koyomo is also Sokoho. And we can see that the hair color is almost the same. I took out the Suki. The Suki is in fact Saibikoho hair from Koyomo, which is a grade higher. And we can see that the Suki is actually creamier colored. I don't know how it is coming out on the camera, but in real life it's slightly creamier, especially the tips. A friend and I had thought that perhaps the shade that resembled the most to the Rephr would be the Koyudo BP 16, but upon comparing it, we saw that the Rephr is slightly more pinched and the hair on the Rephr is longer, slightly longer by 2 millimeters. But it's quite close. And the Koyudo is actually, they packed more hair in the Koyudo. But the Koyudo is Saibikoho. And the hair is nowhere close to the Rephr. Surprisingly, the BP 18, which is Grace Girl, this is the shape that resembled the most. The Rephr is still a bit more pinched. But the shape is very, very close. And what I found to be amazing was that when I compared the hair, the level of softness of the Rephr and the Koyudo BP18, it was almost identical. I think blindfold me, I will not be able to tell the difference between the two. So this is how nice the Rephr brush is. The one criticism that I would make in regards to the Rephr brush is that the handle is very light. I feel that the handle is light in comparison to the BP. The BP is just a standard brush with no design on it. The hair is not as special as the Rephr. But I feel that it could be my imagination. I did not weigh it on a scale, but I do feel that for such a luxurious brush, Rephr could have made the handle a little bit weightier. But I suppose for the price of $88, if they did make a heavier handle, then because of the material being used, then the brush would be more expensive, and it would defeat the purpose of trying to accommodate a price which is easily afforded. Well, not easily, but more readily afforded by more people. So I took out my Tonseido. This is in fact Saibikoho hair. This brush was one of my first Tonseido that I had acquired a long time back. And the hair, wow. The hair on the Tonseido, it's magnificent. It feels like squirrel hair. And because this brush was acquired a long time back, presumably the hair batch, the Saibikoho, is equivalent to the Rephr Saibikoho. But this is not an actual real representation of it, but for the fun of it, I thought I would take it out and to show you guys. It's obviously not the same shape. It's a way larger paddle brush, but we can compare the hair color. We can see how more creamish the Tonseido is. Do keep in mind that softness, the level of plushness is subjective, because my sensitivity, my nervous, the tips of my fingers could be more sensitive or less sensitive to someone else. So take what I'm saying with 50-50, because softness is always subjective. What is soft for me might not be soft for somebody else. It might be super soft, or it could be less soft. But generally speaking, I also took out a Takeda, the EXS, and I would have to say that the Takeda is one notch higher than the Rephr. The Rephr is softer than the Takeda. I would put the Rephr the Rephr was standing in between the Tonseido and the Takeda. So I think that the Rephr is a very good deal. If it is sold out, click on the notify me button, and if it comes back, you will be notified by Rephr. I highly recommend this brush. I think it is a very good deal. I felt that the Sonia G, the hair felt more elasticy. There's an elastic feeling, and you can see there's more spring back. Obviously, the brush shape, the heads are not the same, but I can feel the spring back and the way the hair moves, the movement. The Rephr is more plush. It's got this level of softness that the Sonia G that you don't have. And you can see here that the hair strands is slightly thicker and whiter on the Sonia G. The Sonia G is a very well loved and used brush, and I think that I would have a lot of usage with the Rephr as well, because this cheek brush is in fact a very good size for my face. I can use it for blush, for targeted highlight if I use the ends. I can actually pounce bronzer. If you wipe it down, you can use it for targeted powders as well. So I think this is a very versatile, multifunctional brush. For the sake of this video, I wanted to share with you guys some older Koyudo Saibikoho brushes. So please enjoy the next few coming slides, and we can see that obviously the hair bristles are different in color, the strands are thicker, the brush shape is not the same size, not the same dimensions, nor is the brush of the same specifications as the Rephr. But for the sake of comparison, I thought it would be a good idea to share with you guys. Thank you very much. I wish to thank Rephr again for sending me these brushes. And again, if in the event that when my video is uploaded, the brushes are no longer available, it has been out of stock, please click on the notify me when it is back in stock button, and you shall be notified when the brush comes back in stock. It is presently being sold at $88. The normal price is $188. So I am not sure if and when it will be restocked. If it is out of stock, how much the price shall be. I shall be having a review about the mini brushes and the maxi brushes. So please stay tuned for that. I thank all of you who have stayed with me today and for keeping me company. Thank you for watching. I have an affiliate code with Rephr, and I thank everybody who does eventually potentially consider in using my code. My channel has always been funded out of my own pockets. I have never actually received PR, so this is the first time I have been gifted anything. I do not receive any sponsorship, so please rest assured that my review is transparent, and everything being said has not been influenced by any other third party. This review and all my reviews, in fact, remains to be my personal opinion. So thank you very much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. So until the very next time in the next video, thank you for watching. Goodbye.